Hello and welcome everyone on this official platform of Legacy IS Academy. So, recently Qatar Amir visited India and a biggest announcement that has come from the side of Qatar that Qatar, which is considered as one of the richest countries in the world, decided to invest a whopping 10 billions of dollar in India. Yes, you heard that right. But why is Qatar why is Qatar wanted to invest in India, or you can say, is this just a business deal, or is there a deeper geopolitical strategy at play? So stay with me as we are going to uncover the game changing agreements, secret power moves, as well as what this means for India. So these things we are going to understand in this session. So, Qatar, which is also considered as one of the all rich countries in the world, and recently Prime Minister Modi personally welcomed the Qatar Amir at Palam Airport in Delhi. A ceremonial welcome was given at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Also, Qatar is important for India's geopolitical strategy. Why? Now, let me tell you why Qatar is important for India's geopolitical strategy. So, the main reason is that Taliban's political office is based in Doha, that is Qatar. So, that is why this time, when our Prime Minister wholeheartedly welcomed Amir of Qatar, that has given so many headlines in the newspaper. And after that, our President Draupadi Murmu received His Highness Sheikh Tamim Bin Hamad, and who is the Amir of Qatar, and she welcomed him at Rashtrapati Bhavan. And in a special gesture, President Murmu welcomed and greeted him in front of the iconic Rampurva wool. So let me show you this Rampurva wool, which is one of the pillars of Ashoka, and that is also having one historical background as well as important for your history portion. Now, that is why our president also hosted a, you can say, a delegate meeting at Rashtrapati Bhavan, where vice president, prime minister, and other dignitaries were also present. Now, speaking on this occasion, the president also recalled the deep and historic ties between India and Qatar and expressed the satisfaction at the deepening of bilateral relations and establishment of strategic partnership between the two countries. So Qatar decided to invest 10 billions of dollar in India. So Qatar has announced that it will invest 10 billions of dollar, which is about 85,000 crores in India. And this decision was made after a meeting between Indian Prime Minister, that is Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and Qatar's Amir, that is Amir Sheikh Tamim Bin Hamad Al-Thani, the full name of Qatar Amir. तो 10 बिलियन डॉलर्स ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट की बात की गई है, which is around 85,000 crores. Now, let's try to understand the economic motives. What is the significance of this investment or this announcement? So let me tell you, this is going to give the substantial boost to India's foreign direct investment inflows also. And how will it impact? It can potentially create jobs and also spur economic growth and accelerate development in targeted sectors. Now, this is also going to boost India's strategic partnership with Qatar. So let me tell you, with respect to strategic partnership, bilateral ties are elevated to a strategic partnership this time. So when we talk about strategic partnership, that goes beyond economic cooperation. Strategic partnership is something that goes beyond the economic cooperation, as well as it encompasses political, security, defense, and cultural dimensions. So strategic partnership between two countries implies a long-term commitment and closer alignment of interests. That is the importance of strategic partnership. Now, what can be the implications of this? So now this is going to increase high level dialogues, joint initiatives on regional and global issues, as well as it is going to enhance cooperation in strategic sectors. So these are some important things. Apart from this, soon nationwide rollout of UPI acceptance in Qatar also. So soon in Qatar also nationwide that UPI acceptance will be there, and Qatar announced to invest 10 billions of dollars. Apart from this, Qatar Investment Office, okay, Qatar Investment Authority, they are going to open their office in India. Either it can be in Mumbai or it can be in Gujarat. Okay, so both countries, they are going to explore the settlements with respect to trade and commerce. So in various other sectors also. So various key agreements were signed between India and Qatar. Now what are those key agreements? So let me tell you. First thing is key agreements and investments, free trade agreement. Now India and Qatar will explore the possibility of signing a free trade agreement. So free trade agreement is important between both the nations. Second important thing is new investment office is going to open in India. That is Qatar Investment Authority will open an office in India to manage and expand its investment in India. Third important thing is target for trade and growth. Target for trade growth. So let me tell you with respect to target for trade growth, if I tell you the current scenario of India and Qatar relations with respect to trade and commerce. So the current India Qatar trade is around 15 billions of dollar. Ji haan, it is around 15 billions of dollar, and both countries, they have their aim to double this trade ties around 28 billion dollar by 2030. So the composition, when we talk about the trade composition, so primarily it is driven by Qatar's LNG export to India and India's export of various goods and services to Qatar. Now apart from this, there is growth potential also between the two countries. Like there is significant scope for diversification and expansion of trade basket. Now, that is why the target of this trade, it is aimed to double the trade around 28 billions of dollar by 2030. Now, what are these strategies in this? Now, the strategies like diversifying trade, reducing trade barriers, and promoting investment between the two countries. Now, as I have said, the key agreements which are discussed like free trade agreement. So both sides agree to explore the potential, that is India-Qatar free trade agreement. Now, what are the benefits in free trade agreement? Like first of all, the benefit would be tariff reduction. Now, how tariff reduction? Now, tariff reduction is going to eliminate, or you can say reduce tariffs on the goods traded between the two countries. Then it is going, now because of this, both the countries can access the market also. How? Because it provide preferential access to each other markets for goods as well as services. Apart from this, various other things are also discussed. So if I talk about like what is the significance, now what is the significance with respect to the cross-border investment and trade? Is there any significance with respect to cross-border investment and trade? So there are various possibilities with respect to investment. Now how? So for this, 5 memorandum of understandings are there. Like let me tell you, the first thing is covering diverse areas of cooperation in this. Now covering diverse areas of cooperation like youth and sports. Now, youth, with respect to youth and sport, it is going to promote the exchange programs like training and collaboration in exports also. Apart from this, document and archives management. Now, it will facilitate the exchange of archival material as well as expertise. Then, Invest India. Yes, this program is very important. Invest India, Invest Qatar. like Invest India, so Invest Qatar is also there. So Invest India and Invest Qatar collaboration. So this collaboration is going to promote investment flows between the two countries. Invest India, Invest India is India's national investment promotion and facilitation agency. Invest Qatar, Invest Qatar is Qatar's investment promotion agency. So these two agencies are going to cooperate. Apart from this, India has the agency called as CII, Confederation of Indian Industry. Now, Confederation of Indian Industry, which is a leading industry association in India. Clear? So this is considered as the leading industry association in India. Similarly, Qatar is also having their own industrial group, like it is called as Qatari Businessman Association. Clear? So CII and Qatari Businessman Association is also going, they are also going to cooperate. This is going to promote the business partnerships as well as trade and commerce. Clear? So these are some important things with respect to business, that is trade and commerce opportunities. Now, apart from this, there are major investment opportunities. Ji haan, there are major investment opportunities between the two countries. So when we talk about investment opportunities, so what are the major areas of investment? अब इन सभी चीजों में what are the major areas of investment? So Qatar is interested in investing in infrastructure, technology, manufacturing, food security, logistics, hospitality in India. Now, so basically Qatar is investing in diversifying sectors, in multiple sectors in India. So broad sectoral focus, like Qatar is looking to expand investment across the diverse sector. That is why there are various sectors like infrastructure. When we talk about infrastructure, that is road, transportation system, clear, roads, ports, airports, railways, urban infrastructure, etc. Now, what is the relevance of this infrastructural investment? It is going to address India's infrastructure deficit, which is a major bottleneck for economic growth, and it aligns with the National Infrastructure Pipeline and also PM Gati Shakti. Ji haan, it is going to align with PM Gati Shakti. The question has already been asked from PM Gati Shakti in prelims examination. Clear? Apart from this, technology, second important thing, technology. Now, how technology? Like software, IT services, telecommunications, digital infrastructure. Now, what is the relevance of this? The relevance is it is going to support India's digital transformation. It is going to promote innovation and also strengthen the IT sector, which aligns with Digital India Initiative. So this aligns with Digital India Initiative. So this is going to align with Digital India Initiative. Apart from this, manufacturing sector. Ji haan, manufacturing like defense, pharmaceuticals, automobiles, electronics. What is the relevance? This is going to boost India's manufacturing output, and it will reduce the import dependence and promote exports. So this align with India's Make in India initiative. So this is going to align with Make in India initiative. Apart from this, food security, agriculture, food processing, storage, distribution, etc. Now, what is the relevance? Relevance is that this is going to address the food security concerns, improves agricultural productivity, reduces food wastage. Now, this aligns with India's government efforts to modernize agriculture. Apart from this, logistic. Now, how it is going to promote logistic? Warehousing, transportation, supply chain management, etc. Now, what is the relevance of this? Relevance is this is going to improve the efficiency in the movement of goods, reduces the logistic cost, and also support trade and commerce. And then hospitality. This is last but not least. hospitality, hotels, tourism, and related services. So what is the relevance? This is going to promote tourism. It creates employment and it is going to contribute for our services sector. So these are some important things. So basically, overall, if we see that Qatar investment, apart from these things, Qatar Investment Authority, ji haan, the Qatar Investment Authority will establish an office in India. What is the function of Qatar Establishment Authority? Qatar Investment Authority. The function of Qatar Investment Authority is Qatar's sovereign wealth fund, which is responsible for managing and investing Qatar's financial reserves. So they are going to open their offices in India. Now, office in India, that means a dedicated office. It will facilitate investment decisions, due diligence, and also portfolio management. Now, what are the benefits of this office? The benefits of this office, like, it is going to streamline the investment processes, it build relationship with local partners, and also provide better understanding of Indian market. So these are some important things. Getting my point? Qatar Investment Authority. So the office of establishment of Qatar Investment Authority office is very important for India and Qatar, you can say, economic relations. So apart from this, there are various other initiatives also. Like, apart from this, there are various other things, okay, which has been signed between the two countries. Now, apart from these things, there are other areas like UPI in Qatar. Ji haan. Now, UPI in Qatar. Now, India's UPI, that is Unified Payment Interface, will now be available at Qatar National Bank point of sales. And they are going to make digital payments easier for Indians in Qatar who are residing in Qatar or Indian tourists. Clear? Apart from this, what are important areas of, or you can say, with important aspects with respect to security? So security cooperation with Qatar. So let me tell you, both countries condemn terrorism, as well as both the countries agreed to work together on law enforcement, cyber crime, as well as anti-money laundering and intelligence sharing. So both the countries, they are condemning terrorism. Now, when we talk about terrorism, condemnation of terrorism, so both the leaders of both the countries strongly condemn terrorism in all its form, including cross-border terrorism also. There is a shared concern also, like terrorism is something which poses a common threat to both India and Qatar. So that is why both the leaders, they talked about enhanced cooperation between India and Qatar with respect to terrorism. Now, how enhanced cooperation? Enhanced cooperation to intelligence sharing, that is exchange of information on terrorist activities as well as networks. Then law enforcement collaboration. So law enforcement collaboration, that means joint operations to counter terrorism. Anti-money laundering activities, like cooperation to prevent the financing of terrorism. Drug trafficking. So both the countries, they are planning to combat this illegal drug trade, cyber crime, and other transnational crime, that is like addressing the human trafficking, smuggling, and other illicit activities. So these areas are very important with respect to the bilateral relations between India and Qatar. Apart from this, what is the role of Qatar in India's energy security? So the first important thing is LNG, liquefied natural gas. Qatar supplies around 48% of India's LNG imports. 48% of India's LNG imports. Second, liquefied petroleum gas. Qatar supplies of 29% of India's LPG imports. Now, apart from this, there are various companies, Indian companies in Qatar. Ji haan, there are various Indian companies in Qatar. Like, let me tell you, several Indian companies operates in Qatar, like L&T, Larsen and Turbo. Apart from this, Voltas is also there. Shapurji, Palonji company is also there. Clear? Wipro is also there. TCS is also there. Tech Mahindra is also there. So these are some important group. Lulu Group is also there. Now, apart from these things, so let me tell you what are the India's exports to Qatar. So India exports cereals, steel, vegetables, textile, machinery, chemicals and rubber to Qatar. So overall, when we see or when we talk about India and Qatar relations, so now at present, Qatar is not just investing money, it is securing its future in India's booming economy while strengthening its political ties. So with trade set to double, energy supply secured and even UPI going international. So this partnership is a win-win approach between India and Qatar relations. But let me tell you, here is the big question. Could this be the start of massive global shift in economic power? So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you found this breakdown is insightful, so don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more deep dives into global power plays. See you in the next one. Thank you so much.